Hey guys, Marty here with Extendly for HighLevel. I know everyone had some questions about how to build out a scoring system for forms. So what I want to start with is the form builder itself. So I have my scoring questionnaire right here. I have 3 different questions that are multiple choice. I have assigned them the values of A through I, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And whenever the user submits that form, I've created this workflow here. So my trigger is form submitted, my form is scoring questionnaire. The first thing I do is I zero out the scoring value in the event the user has submitted it previously. The trick to doing this is the if-else branches in what I call a domino workflow. So I'm going to zoom out really quick and show you what the workflow looks like as a whole. So you have these 3 different branches, so scoring question 1, scoring question 2, scoring question 3, and as you can see at the end of each of the branches, these have go-to steps to the next scoring if-else branch. So zooming in on scoring question 1, if I open this if-else statement, I have answer A, B, and C. Each branch is a custom value denotation from the form. So it says scoring question 1 is option A, option B, option C. Obviously my answers or my custom value selection right here matches my title up here with the letter value. The next thing I do is I assign math functions to it, okay? So I say I select the field scoring value. Then I add 1 point, and this is arbitrary in the context of this. You can score these however you want, but I update my field lead scoring value. So let's say that we're going to imagine someone going through here. They submit their form, and they selected option A. It's going to zero out their value, so start at 0, go to scoring question A, and like a Plinko game, it's going to fall down the answer A category and add 1 point. Then it's going to fire over here via the go-to step to scoring question 2. Scoring question 2 is set up identically to how scoring question 1 is set up, where I have, with the exception of the answers, are mapped again to the appropriate track. I then can control the different scoring points assigned to each answer, and then it goes to question 3 and does the exact same thing, and the workflow ends. Now you'll notice that I've attached these additional branches to the none branch. That's because those fields are required, and if they aren't required, I still want them to fall down the appropriate category through the if-else branches, regardless of whether or not they do or do not answer. You'll see here in my math operations that I've assigned 1 point, 2 points, and a negative 1 point, so subtract 1 point. You can add, multiply, subtract, divide, do a bunch of different things with this. What I've then created is 3 funnel pages. So my first funnel page is this scoring questionnaire. My second funnel page, and this is really important, this is actually what I call a bridge page. And the reason you need a bridge page is, unfortunately, the workflows don't fire fast enough for it to calculate their value on this page automatically. So I always have a bridge page in between with a little countdown timer. You can set this timer to whatever you want. 10 seconds is plenty, so we're just going to set this to 10. That gives the workflow enough time to fire. What I've then done is I've used the show and hide elements function of this timer. So I'm going to hide this right here, this column, or this row right here. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. Oop, wrong one. Show this. Hide this. Alright, so I'm going to hide this, and because I've hidden this, whenever this countdown reaches 0, it's going to show that form. Now let's test that. So it says 10, We'll wait 10 seconds. I'm not going to count down for you. But once it reaches 0, bam, it shows this get my score. Now this get my score, you'll notice there's a border around it. I've intentionally left this so you guys always remember that this is actually a form. This is not a regular button, and this is important for a couple reasons. Funnel pages typically display sticky information after a form or survey action has happened. So that's where you have this third page that says this contact lead scoring value. I found the best way to do this is to always create fake buttons that are realistically a form. So I go in here, you can see this. This is my form that I've created that is technically a button. Now it doesn't actually do anything in terms of workflow actions or anything like that. You can absolutely make it add to where if people didn't get their score, by clicking get my score, you email or text them with it later. There's a bunch of different things you can do with this, but the important part is that sticky contact be turned on. So you'll see sticky contacts on here, sticky contact over here. If I go to options and scroll down, turned on sticky contact. So sticky contact is on both form scoring questionnaire and form get my score. Then we have the workflow. You can see here, all right, so I have a scoring value of 2. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna submit this form again. So I'm just gonna refresh this page so I make sure I get the most up-to-date information. And I'm gonna select option B. Now I know options B, E, and H should be 2 points each, which should yield 6. So let's test it. So I'm gonna hit submit form. It's gonna take me to my 10-second bridge page. Now people, you want to give that perception that you're using some fancy software, in my opinion, and make them feel like, oh, this is cool. Now they click get my score. Now, mind you, this is a really good opportunity for you to present value add content while they're browsing this page. I hit get my score, and bam, my score is 6. So soup to nuts, that is how you build a scoring workflow.